Our film begins with the legendary explorer Jaeger Clade. We learn that the people of Avalonia see him as a heroic figure because he's always ventured into dangerous places, climbing mountains and exploring lands no one else could reach. Years later, Jaeger has a son named Searcher, and he hopes his boy will grow up to be an explorer just like him. We see them embarking on many adventures together. One day, during an expedition with his team and young Searcher, something unusual happens. Searcher tries to inspect a strange plant, but it shocks him, causing the ground to collapse. He falls, but Jaeger saves him just in time. Shortly after, Searcher discovers glowing plants called Pando and tells his father that he wants to stay and study them. But Jaeger gets upset, insisting that they're explorers, not farmers, and that their goal is to continue the journey to find out what's beyond the Great Mountain. However, Searcher is determined to stay. The disagreement escalates until a team member named Callisto intervenes. She tells Jaeger that even if he wants his son to be an explorer, he doesn't have to be one exactly like him. He could be an explorer in the world of science and plants. But Jaeger refuses to listen, leaves the group, and sets off alone to cross the mountain. 25 years pass. Now we see that Searcher has grown up and lives peacefully with his wife Meridian and their son Ethan on a farm where they grow Pando, a plant full of energy that powers the entire city. This remarkable energy source was discovered by Searcher himself. Ethan helps his father with the harvest, and they distribute the crops throughout the city, which depends entirely on Pando for its energy. Later, Ethan notices a statue of his grandfather Jaeger and asks his father why he never talks about him, especially since everyone says Jaeger was a legendary adventurer. Searcher replies that although his father was indeed strong, he was also harsh and controlling. He never allowed anyone to disagree with him and wanted Searcher to become a copy of him, even though he only wanted to be a farmer. Searcher then tells Ethan he's proud of him for choosing the same peaceful life. That evening, as they return home, they hear a loud noise outside. They rush out to find Callisto, who is now the head of the city's rescue team. She tells Searcher that Avalonia is in serious danger. She shows him samples of Pando that have withered and died across large parts of the city. She explains that if they don't act fast, all their crops, and therefore their energy, will be lost. At first, Searcher refuses to help, saying he's just a farmer now. But Callisto reminds him that he's the one who discovered the plant and that maybe it's his destiny to save it. He finally agrees to join the mission, but tells Meridian and Ethan to stay home, as the journey ahead is too dangerous. He boards Callisto's aircraft and joins the rescue team. She tells him this won't be an easy mission. They're heading into completely unknown territory. Their objective is to reach the heart of the plant and find out what's killing it so they can save the rest of the crops. As they fly deeper into the unknown, another aircraft approaches. To Searcher's surprise, it's Meridian, his wife. She tells him that Ethan secretly snuck aboard without anyone noticing, bringing their dog along too. While they're talking, strange creatures suddenly attack the aircraft and the crew. Callisto quickly grabs her weapon and fights them off. A battle breaks out. The creatures damage parts of the aircraft, putting everyone in danger. Just then, Meridian leaps into the cockpit to stabilize the plane and manages to save them all. But during the chaos, Searcher and the dog fall from the aircraft and land in a strange, colorful world filled with bizarre creatures. Searcher begins calling out for his wife and son, but before he finds them, he's attacked by more strange monsters. Suddenly, a mysterious figure appears and saves him using a powerful flamethrower. Searcher thanks the stranger and asks who he is. The man replies, "I'm Jaeger Clade, the great explorer." Searcher is stunned. "Dad? You're still alive?" Jaeger looks at him in disbelief and says, "Dad? Who are you?" "You can't be my son, Searcher." Searcher explains that it's been 25 years. Of course, he wouldn't recognize him easily. But Jaeger still doesn't believe him. So Searcher pulls out a compass, the one his father always carried on his expeditions, and shows it to him.